You are sitting at the dinner table, and there is silence. Not the peaceful kind of silence, but the heavy kind. The kind that feels like a storm is coming. You look at her, and she smiles, but the smile doesn't reach her eyes. She stops arguing with you. She stops complaining about your messy socks or your late nights at work. You think, finally, she respects me. Finally, the relationship is peaceful. But you are wrong. Dead wrong. That silence isn't peace. It is the sound of a woman who has already packed her bags in her mind. Today, I am going to show you the one deadly thing every cheating wife does long before she physically leaves or sleeps with another man. It is a psychological switch she flips to protect herself from feeling guilty. And if you miss this sign, you will be blindsided when the divorce papers land on your desk. Most men think cheating starts in the bedroom. They think it happens when she meets a handsome stranger at a bar or reconnects with an ex-boyfriend on Facebook. But the truth is, the betrayal starts months, maybe even years before she touches another man. It starts in her head. It starts with a process I call the internal rewrite. This is the dark psychology of how a woman justifies breaking your heart. And if you don't see it coming, you don't stand a chance. If you are tired of being the last one to know, if you want to understand the hidden signals that save you from disaster, then you need to join us. Hit that subscribe button right now. We don't sell sweet lies here. We deal in the hard truths that save men's lives. Don't wait until it's too late. Click that button and arm yourself with the truth. The one thing every woman does before she cheats or leaves is she turns you into the villain in her own story. She has to. See, women are naturally wired to want to see themselves as good. A woman cannot handle the guilt of destroying a family or betraying a good man just because she is bored or wants excitement. The guilt would eat her alive. So, her mind plays a trick on her. To do a bad thing, like cheating or leaving, she must convince herself that you are a bad man who deserves it. Let me tell you about a man named Mike. Mike was a hard worker. He provided everything. He came home one day and told his friends, "My wife is finally happy. She stopped nagging me about the garage. She stopped checking my phone. She just lets me be." He thought he had won the marriage lottery. 3 weeks later, he came home to an empty house and a note. She didn't just leave. She moved in with a coworker she had been talking to for months. Mike missed the sign. When a woman stops fighting for the relationship, it means she has surrendered the relationship. She stopped complaining because she no longer cared if you changed. She had already detached her emotions from you. She was being nice to you, not because she loved you, but because she felt pity for you, like you were a stranger she used to know. This is the danger of the internal rewrite. She starts telling herself and her friends that you are neglectful or mean, or that we were never really happy. Even if you have photos of you two laughing on vacation last month, she will look at that photo and say, "I was faking it." She rewrites the history of your love to make it look like a mistake. This allows her to open the door to another man without feeling like a cheater. She tells herself she is just a victim looking for a savior. Before I give you the next example, if you are realizing that you have seen these signs before, or you want to make sure you never ignore them again, check if you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. You need to be alerted the moment we drop these truths, because in the dating world, knowledge is your only defense. Now, look at the story of another man. Let's call him Gary. Gary saw the rewrite happening. His wife started saying things like, "You never listened to me," even though he always listened. She said, "I feel so alone," even though he was sitting right there. Gary made the classic mistake. He tried to use logic. He tried to argue. He said, "But look at all the things I do for you." He brought her flowers. He tried to be extra nice. He tried to nice guy his way back into her heart. It backfired completely. Why? Because by trying so hard to please a woman who was already villainizing him, he looked weak. He looked desperate. Her biological instinct looked at him and felt disgust. She was looking for a reason to leave, and his begging gave her the final excuse. She didn't see a husband fighting for love. She saw a weak man who couldn't stand on his own. She cheated on him with a guy who treated her with less respect but had more backbone. Gary lost because he tried to negotiate desire. You cannot negotiate desire. Once she has flipped that switch and painted you as the bad guy, your kindness looks like manipulation to her. But there is a way to handle this. There is a way to win, even if the relationship ends. Let's talk about Thomas. Thomas was a winner. He noticed the shift. He noticed she stopped sharing her day with him. He noticed she started protecting her phone and rewriting their history, saying they rushed into marriage. Thomas didn't beg. He didn't get angry. He didn't try to buy her love with gifts. He understood the game. He realized she was pulling away to test the waters with someone else, or just to leave. So Thomas pulled back his energy completely. He stopped initiating conversations. He focused entirely on his business and his gym routine. He became a ghost in his own house, polite but distant. He removed his attention. This shocked her. She expected him to chase, to beg, to validate her villain story. When he didn't, her story fell apart. She couldn't say he was controlling because he wasn't checking on her. She couldn't say he was needy because he didn't need her. Thomas eventually found out she was texting an old flame. He didn't scream. He simply packed her bags, put them by the door, and told her, "If you want to go, go, but do not lie to me." He ended it on his terms. He kept his dignity. He kept his self-respect. And the funniest part? 6 months later, she tried to come back because she realized the villain she created in her head was actually a strong man she threw away. Thomas didn't take her back. This is the lesson. The one thing she does is she detaches emotionally and rewrites the truth. She creates a reality where you're the problem so she can be free. If you see this happening, if she stops caring, stops arguing, and starts rewriting your history, do not chase her. Do not try to prove you are a good guy. You must become indifferent. You must show her that your life goes on with or without her. If this video opened your eyes to a pattern you missed, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel right now. We are building a tribe of men who see the world as it really is, not how we wish it was. Join us and never be blindsided again. So, here is my question for you, and I want you to think really hard about this. If a woman has to make you the bad guy in her head just to feel okay about leaving, what does that say about her own internal strength and character? Is she running from you, or is she running from her own guilt? Drop a comment below. Tell me what you think. Have you ever seen a woman rewrite history just before she left? Let's talk about it in the comments. Your story might save another man from making the same mistake.